Have you ever dreamed what it would be like to conduct a symphony orchestra, or wondered how a violin and cello are different? Well, today, we'll discover the answer to those questions and many more as Tasteful Musical Productions proudly invites you on a musical adventure with our new weekly television extravaganza, Music is Life. Today, we greet the first family of the orchestra, the strings. The warmth and emotion created by a stringed instrument has often been compared to the human voice, so the strings are assembled in the orchestra like voices in a choir. Now, to guide us through our stirring adventure, please join me in greeting the host of our show, our own musical teenage prodigy, Maestro Luther and the Seattle Symphony. Good heavens, not you again.
Paco Bell, Johann Sebastian Smith, your awesome teen on the music scene, at your service.
All right, PJ, where is Maestro Luther this time?
Tonsillitis. They're yanking him out tomorrow, but no time to chit-chat. We got trouble, narrator buddy. It all started this morning when the crew and I arrived at the concert hall to get ready for the orchestra's performance tonight. I immediately noticed something was strange.
I'll say.
We were told to lock the soloist violin in the dressing room, but I noticed the dressing room door was ajar. You can imagine how totally wrecked I was when I found that the soloist violin was missing a string. 1, 2, 3, there's no fourth string. It's missing a string.
What on earth was that?
Overly dramatic music. Neat, huh? So, I got this killer idea. On my way back over here on my bike, I rewrote this week's episode.
On your bike?
I even gave it a new title. Let's go over the clues. Step into my office.
Your what?
There are a million stories in the big city. This is just one of them. Someone swiped a string, we don't know why. But it looks like a case for PJ. P.I. Hey, that rhymed.
PJ, it's just one string. I don't see...
Before we continue our investigation, let's meet the victim and the victim's family. The four main stringed instruments are the violin, the viola, the cello, and the double bass. All beautiful, all talented, but oh, so much fun to play. And talk about creating a mood.
Who is that?
That's our fiddler on the loose. Hey, did you know that fiddle is just another name for violin? He's going to help us create the mood for our investigation. Could you play us something suspenseful? How about heartfelt? Got anything happy? Strings are so radically important to the orchestra because they can really get a particular emotion across. Sweet, huh?
Plucking and bowing are both quite important to the strings, aren't they, Master PJ?
I'd say musicians make these instruments sing by plucking the strings like this. The Italian word for this is pizzicato. Or they use a bow like this.
Well, did you know that many bows are really made out of bleached horsehair?
Of course! Musicians use rosin to rub on the bow to make it sticky, so it'll grip the strings. The plucking and bowing makes the string vibrate, and that's what makes the sound. Let's investigate.
Oh, brother.
Wouldn't want to smudge any fingerprints. Check it out. Stringed instruments have 4 strings, usually, that stretch from the tailpiece over the bridge and the body of the instrument, up the fingerboard, and are attached to the pegs. Whoa! A violinist!
Very good, Master PJ. But the vibration?
When the strings are plucked or bowed, they vibrate. So does the body of the instrument. The sound holes allow all that way cool sound to resonate and escape.
Rezo what?
Resonate! It means the sound kind of bounces around in the body of the instrument, making it louder. Yeah. You know what I think this calls for? A demonstration! Anybody got a rubber band? All I needed was one. Pluck that for me, please.
If you insist.
Now listen when we give it a body to resonate into. May I have a drawer, please?
The sound is different, louder.
Voila! The vibration of the rubber band resonated in the open drawer. Mucho scientific. Just like it does through the holes of the violin. Trouble, though. We need clues to figure out the mysterious disappearance of the string. Whoa! A clue!
No, PJ, that's a guitar pick. Guitarists use them to strum the strings on their guitars.
I know, but this has writing on it. It says Acme Music Store. Our first lead! We're out of here!
But Master PJ, An acoustic guitar is much larger than a violin. The larger body allows for a more amplified sound, or as we learned with the drawer, the sound resonates. Guitar can have anywhere from 6 to 12 strings. The guitarist uses a pick to strum the strings and produce a vibration.
A pick similar to this one, found at the scene of the crime.
Don't you dig that dramatic music?
Master PJ, we're learning a little about the guitar.
Guitars are the greatest. Really fun to learn and so cool to play. BJ, PI, investigating the disappearance of a string. Where were you last night? You recognize that pick? And do you have any sheet music from Space Jam? I just love that movie.
Well, we have a wide variety of picks.
Plectrum is another word for pick. Many guitarists use their fingernails and fingertips to produce the same vibration that a pick creates.
But this green one, it's special. This bright green pick was a special order by a customer who comes in here a lot. She plays violin.
Aha! A clue! Can you describe her for me?
Sure. She has a kind of a round head, dark eyes. She's very thin, kind of short. Nice.
Whoa. Thanks for such a detailed description. Does she look anything like this?
Sort of.
Do you remember anything else?
Well, there are these initials on the back of the pick. CM.
CM? If only we had another lead to... Whoa! String quartet performs at museum today.
What a coincidence.
If I can be any more help, give me a call.
That's a wrap. Let's boogie!
PJ, I wouldn't worry about the missing string. It's easily replaced. Your investigation...
It's so close I can smell it. Oh, that's my sandwich. PJ, PI here, at the museum, where we're going to question some more suspects.
They're not suspects. A string quartet is made up of 2 violins, a viola, and a cello. This is a delightful way to be able to hear each one of these instruments individually. We've already heard from our lone fiddler on the loose, but did you know that the average symphony has about 30 violins? There are so many, they divide the orchestra up into first and second violins. The violin is extremely expressive and has one of the richest tones of the stringed instruments. The viola is 1/7 larger than a violin and has a lower, more mellow sound. The proper name for the cello is violoncello. It produces a sound that's deep and rich and lower than the viola. An average orchestra has about 10 cellos. Well, Detective PJ, have you discovered anything?
Yeah, I found out this place is really clean.
Well, it kind of looks like the concertmaster from the concert hall.
Concertmaster! Holy viola! Concertmaster! CM! The concertmaster is in charge of the first violin section and actually comes on stage right before the conductor. Thank you very much for your cooperation, and don't leave town.
Sorry, he's a little high-strung.
Okay, turn to your right. Turn to your left. I can see none of you are willing to cooperate.
PJ, what are you doing now?
I was just questioning some of the other string instruments. Aren't they beautiful?
Did you know the harp has 47 strings and 7 pedals? And each string is a different note. The instrument tilts back and rests on the musician's shoulder. It sounds just like a choir of angels, man. Check it out, a mandolin. Check out this way cool banjo. The mandolin and the banjo are more like guitars than anything else. All are picked or strummed, and each has its own really nifty sound.
The banjo's body, though, is actually a metal hoop with plastic stretched across it, more like a drum. The sound is quite different from any of the other strings. So, has this lineup assisted in the investigation?
Not really. I just thought it would be neat to hear them all play. Can you believe how many stringed instruments there are? I can't decide which one I want to learn to play first.
The string, Master PJ. We still have to find the string.
So, what clues do we have? Found the guitar pick that led us to the music shop owner, who said it belonged to a violin player. So, we listened to a string quartet, who said my sketch looked like the concertmaster, who very well might be the mystery person because the initial CM on the pick match, although it could mean something. Thanks. Pardon me, I have a phone call. They did? They were? No way! No way! No way! Okay, wait.
Who was it?
It's the shop owner. The concertmaster is in the shop right now. I'm there. Gone.
Yes, you just missed the concertmaster.
Oh, phooey. Well, since we're here, I understand you repair instruments. We're trying to learn more about the strings for our investigation.
Well, would you like to see our workshop?
I know most strings are made out of nylon or metal, right?
And some are even made out of vegetable fibers.
Long ago, actually, most instrument strings were made out of animal intestine.
When the musician presses down anywhere on the fingerboard, it makes the strings either longer or shorter. Shorter strings make higher notes, and longer strings make lower notes.
That's why the larger the stringed instrument is, the lower the notes it will produce.
Any idea where the concertmaster might have headed next?
Well, she said she had a friend who was giving a performance with the jazz ensemble down by the lake.
We're there!
The boy's got a lot of energy.
You have no idea.
Whoa! A jazz band! Listen to the double bass! It's a fourth member of the main string family. Boy, can it rock! It stands about 6 feet tall, and it has 41-inch strings. The musician can either bow or pluck the strings to make the sound. And what do we call it when we pluck?
Pizzicato. And in some jazz or dance bands, they actually slap the strings against the fingerboard for a different effect.
Yeah, man, there are probably more bass solos in jazz than in country or dance or orchestra music. But there's nothing cooler than the bass. Well, in this investigator's opinion, we've gathered all the clues we need for the strings. So I think it's about time
Yes.
we get to the theater and shoot us a finale.
The strings comprise 2/3 of the orchestra. It's no wonder they're so important. Now, where is Master PJ?
PJ, PI, undercover backstage at the grand finale of Music is Life, the concert caper. After an exhaustive investigation, I have conclusively, without a doubtly, solved the mystery, thusly saving the show and proving once and for all that I am just too cool for the pool.
PJ, just get on with it.
The answer to this mystery is behind this door.
Why are you whispering? Just open the door.
The person who stole the string is...
The shop owner?
Yeah, the concertmaster had to replace a broken string on her violin, so she called the shop owner.
I took the broken string because I need to order a replacement.
You can't be serious.
This is the new string. It just came in about an hour ago, so I rushed over to deliver it.
That was nice of you, but why didn't you...
But she's going to put it on later. She's using another violin for the finale tonight.
And here she is. Say hello to the concertmaster. Perfect likeness, huh?
Thank you, PJ, but we're in trouble. The conductor is sick. We have no one to lead the orchestra. Do you know anyone with a white tie and tux who can help save the show?
I might. So why didn't you tell us you had the string all along?
You never asked me.
Whoa.
And now, for the finale of today's show, please welcome our guest conductor, Maestro Pachelbel Johann Sebastian Smith.
But you can call me PJ.
Today you've been introduced to the first family of the orchestra, the strings. You've heard a violin, viola, cello, and double bass. You've learned that most stringed instruments are plucked or bowed. And you've also heard examples of some other stringed wonders, such as the guitar, the harp, and the banjo. We hope you've enjoyed your musical adventure with us today into the world of the strings. And we look forward to seeing you next time.
Music is life. All the stringed instruments are so cool, it's going to be hard to decide which one you'd like to play. But all you got to do is choose, grab a bow or a pick, and start practicing. It's when you make music, you make magic. Until next time, check you later.
Your musical journey has just begun. Our musical adventure is so much fun. Come along and hear the sound, how music in your life makes the world go round. We're in tune with the strings and brass. The strings can sing and the brass has class. We're in tune with the woodwind's flare, percussion's in the air. Music everywhere. Let our musical adventure take you there. Bang those drums,
tickle those keys, play those horns as loud as you please.
hear that rhythm,
Hear that bass.
music in your life will put a smile on your